Here's a hike into the Verdugo Mountains using the Brand Park Fire Road out of Brand Park in the city of Glendale. And before starting our trip up into the mountains, we stopped to take a look at the doctor's house in Brand Park. This house is now used as a museum. But then we begin our trip up into the mountains using this paved portion of the fire road at its start. But then we decide to take a short side trip on a trail that leads up into a side canyon. And here Jack pauses for a minute to take a look back. And then a short ways up there, we notice a wrought iron fence following along beside the trail. And along with some stairs leading up to a gate in the fence. And lo and behold, inside is a small cemetery, including a memorial to Leslie C. Brand, who was the original owner of this property, and who the park is named after. But then this side trail continues on and crosses over a mostly dry little stream. In fact, the trail sort of disappears and we have to start working our way up the stream bed itself. There's supposed to be a waterfall up here somewhere when there's water in the stream, of which there isn't any today. So we decided, let's turn back. And once back at the fire road, we began our trek up into the mountains. The first part of the trip is along this paved fire road and paralleling a not too pretty debris basin. Although we do start to get some views of the valley down below us. And then the pavement ends and the trail and road begins to climb quite earnestly. And then the view really starts to open up. As Jack continues to trudge on up the road. While Dale stops for a minute to take a look down into the canyon. You can also look back and take a look at the road which we've been coming on up from. And there on up above us are some communication towers along the top of the mountain. We've been up to the top of these Verdugo's mountains before, coming up from the other side. But we decided that this was about as far as we wanted to go today. Although the road does continue on to the top. At this point we were about 2.5 miles up from our start with a little over 1,000-foot elevation gain. And we were aiming for about a 5-mile hike, so this was our turnaround point. And so it was back down the fire road to our car parked at Brand Park.